It's CardKast with Mike and Lenz, the show about everything sports cards, autographs, and memorabilia. I'm Len plus Z, and this is the Mail Day opening video edition. What's up, everybody? It is Fresh Catch. It is a nice Sunday morning here in Connecticut, and it is August 23rd. PSA received this order back in, I think, February 25th. So it's been 6 months since they received the order. This was my first bulk submission of the year, and I'm just getting it back. I had a bunch of express and economy orders that had come back clearly sooner. I have a ton. I think 2 more bulk orders that are out that I won't get until sometime after the holidays, sometime in 2021, most likely. But I do have, a handful or multiple economy orders, probably 6-7 of them to kind of keep us rolling in between the next bulk order. So anyways, as you can see here, we have package 1 of 3, which looks like it's got some potentially some cards that didn't get graded. We have package 2 of 3 and 3 of 3. So, and also we do have a package here that I will just open up. It's something I ordered off of eBay, and we'll just get right into it. So we'll just set these off to the side. I'll do them in their chronological order. I got some card stands over here in case we get some nice grades. It's a mix of stuff, and it's also a mix of stuff from 2 of my closest friends in the card industry here, my friend Johan and Mike, who I do the podcast with. So their stuff is in here as well. So, and it's kind of like a good mix of all 3 of our stuff, 3 of our cards. And this submission was pretty much just send whatever they gave me in. So I am not accountable for any of their grades or grading. I did recently submit some orders that had some stuff that I had to pull back for them because the grades would have been too low, and it wouldn't have made sense for them to grade those cards. So here they were just like, just send it in. I didn't look at anything. I only saw some of the first couple of vintage grades when the order was done. I couldn't believe it. It was done when it was done. So anyways, we'll just clear this out, get this in here. Nothing like saying we're going to get right to it, and then you just stop and talk about stuff that you don't care about as the watchers and the listeners. Like, come on. I hear you. I feel you. That's why we're just going to get right to this. Okay. We've seen this guy before. 1966 Topps Joe Morgan. This is signed in nice vintage ballpoint pen. A little bit stronger than what the signature is stronger than what the scan showed from the buyer or from the seller rather. I'm the buyer, and I love these cards. It's second year card, action shot. I'm like a fan of a couple of things on this card. It's like his first solo shot as a Topps card. It's got the trophy card or the trophy on the card. All-Star Rookie, Cup card, whatever you want to call it. I like the tall ones back in the day, and I'm glad that they brought those back over the past, 10 or so years with heritage cards and things like that. And then also the vintage ballpoint pen, which again, as I said before in other videos, it's a chance it could be playing days, which I kind of enjoy that feature as opposed to just like, give me a thin blue Sharpie. I love that too. Don't get me wrong. Nothing against it, but I do like the fact that this could have been signed when he was playing. Good shot at that. And for a little background, little ambiance, some pleasantly aesthetic to the eye ads, some original vintage ads I actually just picked up in a deal. We have a Skippy, unofficial sponsor of CardKast, and also Chesterfield cigarettes. The Skippy has Casey Stengel in there, and what's cool about this ad, it's a very old ad, and basically the ad states that we're just bribing Casey Stengel to talk good about our product, and he does. The first they approached him, they didn't offer him enough money. He says, no, peanut butter's for kids, and then they paid him more money. He said, yeah, peanut butter's for adults. So kind of like that. And then over here we got Stan Musial looking like he's gonna ash all over Ted Williams' shoulder there, but Chesterfield cigarettes, it's a classic ad. I mean, I've seen this ad. Actually, I think I've owned this ad signed by Stan Musial, maybe not by Ted Williams. I have to go back and look at my old photos that predates, I don't know, 2012 or something like that. But it's original. This ad was 1947, and they're going to be our backdrops for today. So we do have some. It's not all vintage. It's a mix of modern, vintage, mix of sports, all that good stuff. So now we can get right to it. So we've got one. That was easy enough. And okay. So I like these boxes. It looks like they're really pushing, what is it, stock.com, because everybody's talking about investments and return on investments and all that other good stuff on sports cards and memorabilia. And I'm just going to go one by one. This looks like it's a Johan card. So this is I believe it's a 1985 Topps Tiffany Tony Gwynn. And he picks up a near mint 8. And I could see it's slightly off center, slightly off centered, top to bottom. I mean, you could make a case that could have been a 9. And when I say vintage cards, I mean, I'm not calling 80s cards vintage cards, even though they're getting to that point. But, there is stuff that goes back to the 50s and 60s, and there's 80s. It's all over the board. So Nolan Ryan got a 9. Now, I could see right away that it's got a little printer's dot right there. They call that like a fisheye. It's probably what kept it from being a 10. But other than that, very cool. Take that on a 9, right? These Tiffany cards are real hot right now. George Brett got a 9. Love that swinging pose, and I mean, just being that's Tiffany is really cool. Again, the Tiffany cards are all Johann's, so these are his submissions. Again, I didn't really look at them; I just kind of sent them in. Got Ripken an 8. I don't know why this didn't get a 9. It looks really sharp. I don't think it looks any different than the Brett. So. Let's see. Clemens, rookie, in 8. Little off-center, left to right. Sharp card. Kirby Puckett, rookie. Here we go. Ooh, 8. Would have been nice to 9. I can see why that got an 8. The Clemens, I don't know. We could talk about that, but not here, not now. So many cards. I just want to kind of get through this semi-quickly. You can see the centering is, way off top to bottom. Other than that, I mean, the card's obviously sharp all the way around. Don't blame him for submitting that. And we have 85 Topps Orel Hershiser rookie in a 9. So you could probably compare the Clemens and the Hershiser, the Bulldog. And, the fact that, and I even see, too, there's a little blue dot on the border. So that's probably what kept it from being a 10. And I didn't see that on the Clemens. So I just was able to kind of pick that up quick. I mean, I don't know. That one looks like it might be a little bit of a resubmit. Although I do see off-centering left to right. So maybe that's what brought it down from a 9 to an 8. And we have a Darryl Strawberry, 84 Topps Tiffany rookie. Very nice. PSA 9. Gorgeous. Gorgeous card. Deep color. You got that nice, the nice gloss of the Tiffany and the very bright backs, which is what sets it apart from the standard issue Topps. Now, this card here, this is mine. Even though, Johan has a ton of Mattingly stuff. I picked this out of a set. I love the centering on it. And it's a regular Mattingly Topps rookie, and we got a 9. It's not bad. I was hoping for a 9 or a 10, so I wasn't going to send in an 8. So I would have been a little disappointed if I got an 8. So that goes to me. That's the Lenny pile. This is also my card. This is Tim Raines. I think obviously I was hoping I didn't want to send in an 8, but looking at the back centering. I was hoping for a 9 or 10, but we got an 8. So I think I really was just focusing on the front, how it was centered top to bottom, left to right. but looking at it from the back, which you have to do, you know, there it is. So that's probably, I don't even know what that goes for, Nate. I don't know if it's $10 or $15 or whatever, but probably not worth the submission. But it's cool though. It's a Hall of Famer, 81 tops. Card's almost 40 years old. Jesus. Okay, this is also my card. I plucked this out of a set. I think I was hoping to get an 8 or like an 8.5. Oh, again, not looking at the back. That's my fault. So there's two little dots on the back, and it is centered. You know, not centered on the back either. So, and we got a 7, and it's got a little fisheye. But this card is razor sharp. I mean, you're sending that in anyways, I think, no matter what, but did not see that. Horrible on my part. And this is, I believe this is Johann's. This is a 75 tops Thurman Munson. We got a sharp 7 here. Little fisheye down there. Centering left to right, slightly off. Top to bottom is technically slightly off. I don't know. That looks like an 8 to me. I'm a little bit bummed out for Mr. Johann. I think this is Johann's as well. We have a Thurman Munson and a 6. And again, a sharp card. It's got a ding corner up there. Little edge wear there. Back's got a little, I like, again, and this part's on Johann. So, you have to look at the backs of the cards. And I could tell there's like a little bit of a bend in the back of the card. Probably what gave it a 6 as opposed to a 7, because that definitely looks like a 7. So, and I believe these are also Johann's. This is Reggie Jackson, rookie number 1 in a good MC. I think it's, this is the time now where key Hall of Fame rookie cards, I think you just send them in. That's it. You just send them in. Good too. There it is. It's in case. There's no debate about the grade. If you could get away and put it in a bulk order, we have another same thing. Good to MC, both really off cut, but how cool is it to have a slabbed Reggie Jackson rookie? It's a 2 MC, which is probably a real grade of a 1. Okay, 61 times. I think this is Mike D's. So Mike D has got a 61 MVP Mantle. It's got a little red dot in the back. You can see it's really creased. I know this is probably going into his low-grade collection. And we got a good 2. Looks nice from the front. I mean, you can see the the crease definitely goes through the card, but it's not like the card was crumpled up and thrown out. But it got bent pretty bad. But nice, Mike. And we got this also goes to Mike D. This is a 60 tops Carl Yastrzemski in a VGX4. Key Hall of Fame rookie card. I think you just send it in, especially if you could do it in the bulk. Clearly you don't want to pay economy. You want to try to save something on there. This one goes to me again. I really have to look at these cards from the back. So there's a little stain down there. I thought this. I'm hoping I was going to get a 7 on this. I know it's like off centered. I think left, right, top, bottom, and it's like it's significant. But I thought it was going to get it. I thought it was going to be like I know I was going to get an 8. So I was really hoping to get a 7. So let's hope I get a 7. Well, we got a 6, and it's really off centered. So and it's also got some fish eyes in there that I saw, but I think I was stretching the taffy on that one to get a 7. So that's clearly a 6. And here we have a 1957 Topps D. Fondy. Now, I think the story behind this, I know this goes to Mike, and the story behind this is, I guess, him or I think it's a couple people in his break room in opening day. He does some vintage breaks where the company breaks up a set. You pull out 4 or 5. They package the cards in 4 or 5 counts, and then you buy them. And what he'll do is he'll do a break, and I believe this came out of one of those. And we have a D Fondy VGX4. I mean, I guess I could see why you would hope for a 5 on that. It's not even a semi-high. It's a low number card, but, it's got three corners. It's got serious centering issues, up, down, left, right. All right, box 2, 3. It's exciting. It took a long time for this order to get back to us, but I'm glad it's here. Oh yeah, just saw a Staubach rookie. That's nice. All right, we are back to Tiffany cards. Johan had all the Tiffany's, so we got. I'll just slide it over here. You still see that? Yeah. All right, 86 Topps Tiffany George Brett. Boom, and a 9. Check out George Brett's swagger. He's just like, yep. Let's see. By then, he already had close to 2,000 hits. His career batting average was 316. It's amazing. All right. Oh, we got Casey. Casey's like wobbling over here. We got to fix Casey. Ooh, oh man, look at that. 86 Topps traded Tiffany, Bo Jackson in a 9. I'm pretty sure that's a bomb. There's a little mark right there. Edges and centering, all that stuff looks good. Ooh, little fisheye up there. So see why I got a 9 and not a 10? This is really cool. For you junk era guys, 88 Topps World of Baseball, Don Mattingly. So you see that nice bright back. It's not typical of your standard Topps card. And we have a near mint 8. Looks like it's got... Well, first of all, the card itself, very cool. Not a card that you commonly see. I'm sure there's probably some people like, what the heck is that card? So it was I don't want to say it was a test issue. I don't even know how you got it. I just know that, Johan knew about this card back in the early 2000s, and he was trying to buy them. Still, near mint 8, that's pretty good. So this is a Billy Ripken F-face, and this goes to Mike DeAngelis. And we have a Gem Mint 10, the first one of this order. That's pretty sweet. I mean, that is really, really cool. And that's a high dollar card. I mean, that's a nice card. So congratulations, Mike DeAngelis, on the PSA 10 of Billy Ripken. Hopefully that's not the only one. Ooh. And next up, we have an 89 Upper Deck Ken Griffey Jr. rookie. I think Mike, this also came. I'm positive that this came out of one of Mike's breaks, and he broke an 89 Upper Deck box, and this guy named Shannon won this card out of a break. So I think Shannon asked Mike can you send that in for me? And this was back in September, October. And by the time Johan, Mike, and I got all our orders together, and by the time I got everything straightened out with PSA, the submission didn't go in really until the beginning of February, and it didn't pick up until I think they had it in my thing at 2/25, February 25th. So this card has been, and Shannon has asked, and he's been good, but I can understand why, something that took this long. There's a delay in actually getting the order out, and then there's obviously PSA with COVID, and then just all the orders coming in. Mike was like, I think he might end up getting a 7 or an 8. Let's see. Well, that's not a 7 or an 8. Wow. Holy smokes. So that's pretty cool. So congratulations to Mike for, getting, pulling this card out of a pack. Congratulations to Shannon for winning the card. And he gets a 10. I mean, this is like a, I don't know, $1,200, $1,200 to $1,300 card right now. So that's amazing. Oh, man. That is nice. So Shannon, seriously, man, congratulations. We'll get this over here. And also to opening day. I mean, Mike gets so much stuff. We have the links down below for his opening day break room. Even if, you don't want to participate, because you buy spots, and like Shannon did, he bought a spot and he hit, and then he hit again. Now we don't offer that service. That service is done. We're not taking in people's cards. This is just the liability, the answering questions like where's the card and stuff like that. That's done. But if you want to go to Mike's opening day room, there is a link, and I watch it. I mean, I don't take part of it because it's obviously like it's a conflict of interest, but sometimes the deals look so good, or the product looks so good that you get tempted. But I'm happy to see people get good stuff out of his room, and his room is growing all the time. So just check it out. Click on the link. See what it's all about. So, well, and the hits keep coming. So this is Johan's Dale Murphy 1989 Upper Deck reverse negative, and he pulls a 10. Let's hope the rest are 10s. The card gods are definitely, so we're gonna get Mike's out of the way. Mike, Defondy, come on. Let's clean that up a little bit. And we have some delicious PSA 10s of classic junk era cards. Stuff is not junk. I'm actually just gonna get this out of the way. And sorry, Joe. Just going to have to put you over just get you out of the way. Nobody cares about you right now except me. Okay. So now we have, here we go. I bought a deal a little over a year ago, and longer than a year ago. And out of the deal just fell 4 1991 tops, Mark Whitten hand over border errors. So I thought that was pretty cool. They were razor sharp. The colors were popping on the card. Centered, 50-50-50. I haven't seen the cards in a while. They probably changed. The card gods tend to do that. You submit cards and the card kind of changes on you. Not that they switch cards. It's a big fear of people that don't send stuff into PSA. They're worried about that. I don't find that to be true. But this is... I was kind of hoping, let's see, I'm hoping for, I think I was like 2 or 3 10s and 1 9. That's what I'm hoping for. So let's see. And 91 tops, Mark Whitten. And we got a 9. Okay. Still have 4 to go. Put that over to the side. And so by the way, so this card, the hand over the border, that's what the variation is. When they corrected it, they like kind of chopped off the hand, so the hand is inside the border. So it's kind of interesting. Something I never noticed when I was growing up, and wasn't really made to be that big of a deal until I felt in the past couple of years. So, and it's not an easy card to get. So the fact that there was 4 in this deal meant that the person bought a run of those errors and variation boxes or packs, or however they did it. It was packs, and they opened them all. They sat in the box, and then tops, they corrected it for the rest of the run. So here we have number 2, and we have a mint 9. This is definitely a little off center top to bottom. So I'll give that that. The other one though, I don't know. All right, let's go 10s. They got 10s. Johan, Shannon, and Mike all have 10s. I have no 10s. And we got another 9. I can see why this one got a 9. This has got like a little print thing going on down there. Got 9s. Still, the card's like 150 or so. All right, last shot at a 10. Here we go. I was hoping for 2 to 3, and well, That's nice. Okay, so we got 4 9s. Being that I didn't, they just came out of a collection and that I don't have any money into them except for the cost of grading, I'll take that. So again, another junk era card that has value. So go back and look at your 91 Topps and see if you have that hand over border variation. Very, very cool. Where'd my pile go? Here we go. LK line. That's me. This, I believe, goes back to Johan. This is a Donruss Elite Series, Tony Gwynn, 91. Should be like gold and shiny. It is. And it's a shiny 7. I see little tiny nicks on the top. I don't know. I mean, sometimes with these inserts, I don't know if that is the standard for the centering. Like if it's supposed to have that fatter bottom and a thinner top. I don't know if there's supposed to be more green on there. But very cool card. Awesome card to capture and get it into a holder. Notorious for chipping. So a 7, being now that it's close to 30 years old, that's not too bad. Another Johan card. We have I don't know, there's like a Stadium Club. This might be, I think if I remember correctly, it might be a first day issue. So let's see what we got here. First day production. Yeah, first day production. Mattingly near mint 8. I mean, this is how I kind of remember Mattingly, and just it's got a tiny little corner ding there, maybe a little corner issue up there, but otherwise just a very cool, bright card. Stadium Club had these great photography, especially the first couple years, and I definitely think the cards are underrated. They're appreciated. They're condition sensitive. They're appreciated to people that just like cards. But, I'm pretty sure that, the Ken Griffey Jr. 1991 Stadium Club is probably going up 1,000%, like I guess everything else is. So no complaints there. Okay, so we have 1993 Upper Deck Derek Jeter rookie, which I also believe is Johan's. And we got an 8. We got a sharp 8. Looks pretty good. We could probably debate about this one later on. Tough to kind of, with those borders, tough to kind of figure that out because it's kind of borderless. So we'll get into, I believe this is another Johan card. He submitted some Jeters. So we have 1993 score, Derek Jeter. Look at young Jeets right there. It's really cool. And we got a mint 9. A mint 9. Very nice. Very sharp. I mean, look at him. He just looks like he's 12. Awesome. And these are I think this is like the 95 Upper Deck Special Edition Gold Parallels. And I think he submitted 2 of them. Now, I have all this stuff in the spreadsheet, so we know what Shannon only had that one card in, but between, Johan, Mike, and I have everything in the spreadsheet. So if I'm wrong on who's getting what, it'll be fixed after, but because they're all going to come to me and you guys aren't getting anything. They're mine. I'm kidding. So 95 Derek Jeter Special Edition Gold Parallel, which is tough. We got a 9 Special Edition Gold. See? Yep. So very, very cool. 9's tough. 9 is tough. All right. So yeah, that's right. He sent in 2. So the second one, probably going to get a 9. Get the heck out of here. Johan, back to back. All right, so Mark Whitten comes down. We're doing 10s. 10s only here. I'm still 10 less. I'm the one with the account, and I don't get any 10s. I mean, I'm not complaining about my friends, but good job, guys. That's all I got to say. You're making me look bad here, though, with all my 9s and 8. Okay, another, if it's Mattingly or Jeter, I think in this round, it's going to Johan. So this is a Sportsflix Mattingly. Could be an artist proof. I don't remember. It is an artist proof. And we have a mint 9. These cards are like, I mean, look, 95, 25 years old. Vintage. And let's see if we could get it to flick in the, I don't know if you could see that, but cool card. Very cool concept. Sportsflix. Oh, here we go. So this is it's a pack pulled autograph, number 2 of 84. It's the 84 Donruss anniversary. It might be 2004, I think. So it would have been like the 20th anniversary for that card, and it's autographed. So, and we had, so it's 2001 rookie reprint. The card's a reprint that Donruss put out, 20th anniversary, which I guess they did a bunch of them, even though it's not the, it wasn't a 20th anniversary for that card, but it was 20th anniversary for the company. So I guess they brought back a bunch of iconic cards, and it is the card grade only, which is a 9. So very cool. I know Johan will be excited about that. That's for sure. Oh, here's a big card. Here's a card that we submitted again back in like probably the end of January or early February. And this card has heated up. And I have this is a members only Shaquille O'Neal 1992, 1993 Beam Team. And I don't even know if you could submit this card in bulk anymore because of the value of it. So, I have mine in the economy order, and I should have those back. Never, but I think I sent mine out. I have orders that were out 6 weeks ago, and only one of them is like registered, minus the express one that I just sent in with all the LeBron James rookies. But anyways, so this card has gotten so much more attention over the past, like I would say 6 weeks. And we'll see what he gets. I think this is a members only. It is, and it's a near mint 7. I'm going to pull my head away from the mic for a second, and I just want to see why. Okay, so the most obvious thing I can see is there's little consistent edge wear running along the back. The front actually looks really good. It looks really, really good. And I'm actually a little nervous about mine going in. And so you have the regular Beam Team, and then there's a little stamp with the members only. So if you were a member of the club and you purchased the set, you ended up getting like this factory set. It was really nice in this big box with a binder. And they added this insert set there, and this is like one of Shaq's most highly sought after rookie year cards, even though it's an insert. Technically, it's not a rookie. But yeah, the most inconsistent, or the most thing that I could find is that edge wear in the back. Maybe the corner is a little dinged. I mean, I don't know why this couldn't have gotten an 8, but I'm concerned about mine because this looks centered. And I remember looking at, 9s and stuff, and this right border tends to be, I thought it was almost standard that it was off-centered. But we'll see. Okay. So a little bit of bummer for that, but at least it's encapsulated and you didn't pay a ton to get it done. So again, nice job, Johan. So this is a Roger Staubach. I think I was looking to get like a 4 or 5 on this. 72 tops, Roger Staubach rookie. And we got a 6. So it's a little bit better. I think I was thinking 5. I think it was like way off center, top to bottom. I mean, top to bottom, left to right, centering's terrible. It's got a little bit of a ding corner up there. But Hall of Fame rookie, got to send it in. You have to. All right, we're down to the last box. Thank you guys for hanging out. We're 34 minutes already, so just got one more box to do, and we'll be done. Ooh, okay. So in this one, we have some rejects. Let's see. Pull these out. Wow, there's a handful of rejects. I'm not too worried, or as far as my stuff being rejected, but Johan and Mike. Oh, okay. So I'm laughing a little bit because I saw the back of this card, and it's actually, so I'm pretty sure that that this is just standard, that PSA they don't grade like nudie cards or Playboy cards. So we have Betty Page, who's now like, 150 years old. Johan decided to send in the cards. I'm not going to turn them around because, don't want to violate any policies, but basically there's like some boobs and bush going on, and he wanted to get that done. Now, this stinks because Johan and I laugh about this card. He's had this forever, and we call this like the Joe Pepitone Mantle that he picked up because somebody did the pork chop. It's a real card. It's authentic. But we wanted to just get it in an altered, encapsulated state, and they didn't do it. So I have to call them and see what we could do. Ooh. Melvin Thomas. That's another Johan card. Looks like it's got a funky cut up top. Maybe funky over here. Maybe the early days of trimming. Yep, there it is. Evidence of trimming. So again, I didn't really look at these cards and kick anything out. I think going forward, even like the last batch that I sent out, I weeded out some stuff for the guys because I don't want this to happen. So, and then we have a short Ripken. So mini size. So they basically, it's not trimmed, but the card doesn't have enough card to get into a holder. So PSA, they measure out the cards, and if it falls short, they could tell if the card's been trimmed. Most cases, some cases. But if it falls short and there's no evidence of trimming, it just means it's too small, and they have a standard minimum size requirement for it to get a grade. So, and we have that is okay. There's like a little bit of a wave there. So this card, this is Mike's. I would have just sent this in myself. It's Key Hall of Fame rookie card. So it's like kind of like we're all learning here a little bit. And I thought the card was going to be like way off, but this is a card that most likely would be graded by SGC. There's just too much of a wave in the border. It's considered too miscut. Even though they do label miscut situations, that goes to Mike. And here we have another Johan card and another Cal Ripken Jr. mini card. I didn't know that Donruss did minis. Johan's got all the Donruss minis. I think I know where he got these out of too. He scored this pretty cool deal a couple years back. All right, and we have, looks like another Mike DeAngelis card. I think same from the same break, and another situation where the card is too small. So guys, see how I didn't have any kickbacks or any rejects? So measure your cards before you get them to me. I'm not going to do that for you. I'll look to see if there's anything like too crazy, but I don't have time to sit there and measure your undersized cards. All right. Now we have another Johan card. Skybirds. 1933 Skybirds. Baron von Richthofen. Hope I said that right. Very cool card. That is vintage. That's pre-war non-sport right there at its best. Look at the color and the artwork on that. Love that. That's very cool. Nice job. And it's a 3.5, so nice job, Johanna. Ooh, okay. So this goes to Mike. This is a 55 Bowman Al Berlick. And he got a 6. Number 265. The umpire cards, are always kind of tough to chase down if you're working on the set. It's got some edge wear on the top and bottom, but centered really decently. I mean, this is a great presentation card. There's no creases. Gorgeous card. I really can't say I could easily say it could be a 7, but we got a 6. Another card for Johan. Johan's dominating the box. I think I got more stuff coming towards the end there. Johan's got a Tiger Woods Sports Illustrated for Kids. This like first issued card. And I remember this being crushed, but again, a card that you just send in, and you got a 2. So this card is so much like, it's sellable, better sellable now than it was before. So Got a nice 2 there. And those cards, they come in, I mean, you got to these cards you have to like actually tear out, and they're perforated and whatever. So I mean, it does have creasing, like noticeable creasing, but very cool card of Tiger Woods. Okay. So to go in with Johan's theme, I guess he's just into the human anatomy, and he tried getting some Betty Pages graded. And this card is like I believe it's a corrected error, but in the 1991 Pro Set Music Card Superstars, there's a guy who had a wardrobe malfunction, and half of one of his nuts are hanging out. And Johan's like, I want to get these graded, so of course I have to do this. And this guy's got the face that I have when I'm looking at it. Casey Stengel's like, whoa, that's crazy. He's got balls. So anyway, so he gets a 9 on this, and I think that's what Johan gets for sending in cards with men's junk hanging out. You get a 9. You don't get a 10. Although I could be wrong here. I mean, he's obviously been doing well with 10s. Let's see what he gets here. Nope. That's what you get. A 9. And then just, it's the guy in the middle. So the guy in the middle, he's got a wardrobe malfunction. All right. I don't know if this is Atom Bomb or... Yes, it is. It's Atom Bomb. And this also is Johan's. You can see the centering top to bottom is off. Probably why it got an 8. Maybe it's got a little corner thing, but or a little dot up there. But great card, iconic card. This is like, again, junk era mania here. 1985 tops. Woo. Just set these up a little bit better. Again, Johan and Mike dominating the board. Let's see. Okay. So this is a cool card. This is a Drew Brees upper deck graded rookie. And I picked it up out of a deal over a year ago. It was in, so I believe the cards went straight from the factory to Beckett grading. Beckett graded an 8.5. I looked at the card in the holder. I cracked it out. There was a little bit of a corner, almost like a lift. So I just stuck it in I put it in a penny sleeve and took one of those like real thick screw downs and just cranked it down, let it kind of flatten and level out, and see what we got. Well, Lenny's on the board. His first 10 ever in a submission. It's a cool card. 2001 Drew Brees. His cards are, super valuable. I think it was like that corner there. It's just a little bit of a lift. That's it. So we went from a BGS 8.5 to a crossover. I don't know who I want to block here. I don't block anybody. That's cool stuff. They got really cool stuff. And again, Johan with the human anatomy. So Fred Marion error variation where the belt, I guess the guy was wearing a belt and it was hanging down during the photo, and it's like made to look like his like it was a wardrobe malfunction. So that's the belt. Kind of looks like a horse, but they decided to remove that. So, but we got a 9. Belt visible on Jay Taylor. That is the error. And they corrected that. They removed that. So a 9 on a very condition sensitive Fred Marion. And again, Johan's obsession with just body parts on cards. I mean, I'm sure he's just like a normal person like you and I, but 1975 Menka Setahara O VGX. This guy's got like 800 something home runs. Menko cards are cool. Menko non-sport cards are really cool too, but that's nice. I'm sure Johan probably had that in his collection forever. All right, we're getting down. Another Fred Marion with the belt penis looking thing. And we got an 8. Card's a little faded. Does not have the same color, the same eye appeal as the other one. The one on the right has much better, deep, rich color. This one does not, although it is very sharp. So this was either in the sun or, the colors on the press were starting to go dry. Okay, so I see we have 2 1989 score supplemental Bo Jacksons. This is not the Nike pose, but the vertical shot of of Bo Jackson in his football pads and baseball bat. And we got a 9. I was hoping for 10s. I really was. Sorry, just my headphones smacked into the mic. I wanted to kind of look down without pulling the card off. Look, card centered. It's nice. I could look at it later and figure out why it didn't get a 10. 9s are still good in this. They got better, too, over the past little while. So I pulled these straight out of just nice. Opened up some sets and just said I'm going to send these in because they were centered. And we got another 9. So I think these are like $50 9s or $60 9s or something like that. So great card, iconic shot. Everybody loves Bo Jackson. And speaking of Bo Jackson, this one goes to Johan. And this is the 1987 Classic. And we got a 7. A little chip on the top border there. Little edge wear on the bottom, which would be the right side. So it's a shame. That's a really clean card on the front. I would have hoped to have gotten an 8 on that. But this probably has to do with Johan's obsession with body parts on cards, and that's why you got a 7. Card gods just said nope. Anyways, so the last 3 cards are 1975 Topps cards. I bought a really nice set last year. Sold the rest of the set. Plucked out the 3 what I thought was most center cards that were sharp. And I said, I'm going to just send these in. And it just so happened to be Terry Bradshaw, Roger Staubach, and Lynn Swann. So this is the Bradshaw. And we got an 8. This is a really nice card. Centering, I was kind of hoping for like 9s and maybe a 10 would sneak in. I hope they're not all 8s because that would be a little disappointing. That's a really nice looking 8. And we'll do the Swan. We'll do the Swan rookie last. We'll get disappointed with that one last. So I got 110 with the Drew Brees. Mike technically has 2 with Shannon's Griffey and the Ripken. Johan's got 2. I have 1. So those guys are leading the way. Can I come from behind and, get 2 10s on 75 Topps cards? Probably not. It's not, you don't want to bet on me. So, but we did get a 9 on a Roger Staubach. That card is so clean, so bright. I'm tired of being polite right now, so I'm just going to cover up those guys' cards. Oh, man. I'm out of holders. Bye, Adam Bomb. You're not even a sport card, so get out of here. All right, we got the Lynn Swann. This is the grand finale, and it just happened to work like that. I didn't do this. This is also my card. This was from that set. Let's see what we get. All right, I'm happy with that. I'm glad it's not an 8. That is a sweet, blazing rookie card of Lynn Swann. I'm very happy with that. That is very cool. So, obviously just to recap, these are definitely the best cards that came out of the whole thing. 89 Upper Deck Griffey, 10. Billy Ripken Air, 10. Dale Murphy reverse negative 10. This card, this foil, that's tough. I think the population on that is really, really low. This card, this Jeter special edition. And we got the Drew Brees, UD graded. We got that in a 10. It is graded now. It's graded what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be a 10. And then we got my guys right here. So we're just going to move this around. All right. So thank you very much for obviously hanging out with me today. Mike and I got a podcast. I swear it's coming. It's like in the next 2 days. So we're going to be doing that. I have a PSA LeBron James rookie card order that's coming in express. So it's in the grading process right now. It's going to probably end up in the QA check to shipping point potentially next week. I am going to look at the grades of those because the cards have such significant value. But I will be glad to do another open and reveal when those cards come in. I have so much stuff coming down the pipe as far as fresh catch. I'm going to be running auctions probably starting tonight or tomorrow with some of the cards that I got out of this graded batch, plus some cards that came out of some recent deals. So there'll probably be, maybe 30, 40 auctions. And, thanks for hanging out on this Sunday morning, and we'll definitely catch up later on. A sincere thank you to all the listeners out there. If you like the show, please like, share, and comment below, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you will be notified when all of our new shows are uploaded. Click on the links below to join Mike and Len's Facebook page loaded with sports memorabilia content. Visit Mike's opening day break room to see tons of new products opened up daily that you can participate in. And lastly, visit our eBay store, CardKast, to look for the newest auctions of sports cards and memorabilia uploaded weekly. And we're out.